This book is not what you thought it was about. A fictional character named Enoch, the great-grandfather of Noah. But guess what? Noah never existed, and neither did Enoch. So what is this book really about? If you already follow me, you know I'm about sharing knowledge of self and uplifting humanity. That's why I'm going to help you understand what the Book of Enoch is actually about. If you don't have a copy of the Book of Enoch, click on this link right here. Get you one of these. It is a must for your esoteric library. So the term Nephilim gets thrown around a lot, but what does the term Nephilim actually mean? The term Nephilim is derived from a Hebrew root word meaning the fallen. And it's a plural term. It applies to many. And of course, later Hellenized Jews translated it into Greek, changing the meaning into giants. So as we can see, over time, things get changed and meanings become misconstrued and lost. The same thing happened with the Bible. Now, to understand any religious book, you have to have a simple, basic understanding of Neoplatonic philosophy. Neoplatonic philosophy basically came from ancient Kemet, Egypt, a place that we thought worshipped many different gods. But later we come to find out that all of those characters that we thought were gods were actually just what they call netters. And these netters are just characters meant to represent nature and nature's attributes and the creative attributes of the universe. But they were a monotheistic people. They believed that there was one source of all existence, one universal spirit that inhabited all existence. Egypt was basically a mystery school. It's always been about the concealment of esoteric and occult knowledge of the self and the universe. So in order to receive any of these secret teachings, you have to be able to understand the basic concept of Neoplatonic philosophy, which says that there is one source that we all come from, one divine spark that exists within each and every one of us. There is no separateness. All is one. It's like throwing a rock into the middle of a fire, okay, and watching all of these sparks go up into the air, right? It's all fire. It all comes from the same place, but all of these sparks there's hundreds of them, right? Thousands of them. So imagine that in reverse. The ancients would have seen it and symbolize it as the sparks coming from the sky, being the fallen ones, the Nephilim. In the book of Genesis, we're told that the Nephilim were here on earth. Who are the Nephilim? The fallen. Who are the fallen? Us. We have fell from divine source symbolically, okay? So we can't read this thing as literally and look at it as separately. It's talking about us. It's talking about divine source coming from the heavens. The fallen is the divine spark that came down and inhabited physical bodies, the sons of God that bred with the daughters to create life on earth. That is divine source having intercourse with the physical realm that they knew as Mother Earth, creating human beings coming from this physical realm, evolving into human beings. Books like Enoch are not fictional books about aliens and giants and other mythical creatures. These books are symbolically, artistically, poetically written to preserve and secretly conceal knowledge of self, knowledge about divine source. It hides the occult science of the self and our relation to the universe and the source from which we all came and are connected to, that divine source we call God. If you have this book and haven't read it from point of view experience, I challenge you to do that and to share your experience with everybody in the comments and let us know what you experienced, what you found, what were your insights. The Book of Enoch is not a fictional story. It's about yourself, gaining knowledge of self, understanding who you are in relation to the divine source. For example, in chapter 1, it says, "The Holy Great One will come forth from his dwelling." The Holy Great One, God coming forth through you. You coming to knowledge of self, understanding that God is in you. That's that divine source, that spark is in you. It goes on to say, "And the eternal God will tread upon the earth on Mount Sinai." The eternal God that dwells on you treads on the earth. But you have to realize it. You have to understand your connection and relationship to that divine source. Then you can realize that God walks on the earth on Mount Sinai, right? What is Mount Sinai? We all know what that is. That's up here. And it's always referred to as the highest peak. You always, when you're referring to enlightened, you're always speaking about a mountain, getting close to God, as high up as you can get. So when Enoch is blessing the elect and righteous who will be here during the time of wickedness and tribulation, he's not talking about some future group of people. He's talking and addressing the elements and aspects of your higher self within yourself. He's not talking about some other future group of people. He's talking about you now. So when Enoch refers to the wicked and godless, he's referring to the bad elements of yourself, the things that need cleansed, the things that need changed about yourself so that you can achieve the higher self, the elect self, the righteous self. It needs to be cleansed. It's not talking about the wicked in the future somewhere, the bad people. It's talking about the bad attributes within yourself, the bad characteristics that need cleansed. If the book of Enoch is something you're interested in, click this link right here. Get you one of these for your esoteric library. In fact, some scholars have said that this book is a great supplemental resource to help you understand the context and the setting of the Bible even better. So if you're into esoteric and occult knowledge like myself, hit that follow button right there, hit that like button right there, and stay blessed.